Hi, my name is Nosha, some of you guys know me as Shubham, and this is Spurs Video Podcast. Apologies for the lateness of this podcast. I was hoping to do this with a mate of ours, but unfortunately things have got in the way, so I am flying solo, as opposed to flying low. And I think this is as good a time as any to really tell you that's an amazing thing, which I'll talk about. I'll talk about the Swansea game and the Stoke game, but I'm going to talk about the Spurs. I actually got to meet two of the Spurs legends, Cliff Jones and Terry Dyson. And if you don't know who those guys are, let this illuminate you. There, if you can see it, is Cliff Jones, and there is Terry Dyson. They were honestly, so charming, you'll not believe. I actually met them at the Big Green Bookshop in Wood Green. They were doing a book signing, and for a book called The Spurs 50 Greatest Spurs Matches. I rang a few mates of mine. So they were interested in buying the books, getting them signed by these guys are legends. These are two of the double winning side, and from my mind, there's only about say 5 or 6 of them still alive. Actually, I think. So it's something that I'm aware. So this is an incredible side, and they were the most charming, most loveliest people in the world. I mean, and out of nowhere, like I said, one of the guys actually gave me a picture, and actually, out of nowhere, and I thought, oh my god! And I thought I had to get the guy to sign it. And they were so nice. They signed the top of them. They said, to Shubham, come on, you Spurs, signed it. And honestly, I was like, God, on this because I don't know if you know Wood Green, but on Saturday morning it's so crowded. I went all the way back to Palm Springs, where I live, and I was like, God, I've only seen the first Lord of the Rings. I hate Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry, but do you know how that guy keeps going, my precious, my precious? I was like, my precious, constantly. So I was hoping nothing would go wrong with this, so I can get it all framed up and everything. And they were so nice. One of my mates, she's a comic artist, her name's Jess, and I actually asked them, would you mind, she couldn't make it here today, but she draws comic books and stuff like that, could you write this thing out to Jessica, and they said, I call her Batgirl as a kind of a nickname, and they were so nice. They actually did that. They was kind of surprised, but they did that. So nice they were. So and they were just really charming guys. If you ever get a chance to do a book signing and meet some of these Spurs players, one of the things they talked about was that they talked about how the fans are the most important part of any team. This came from Bill Nicholson to say that, and this came from Bill Nicholson, and I think it's filtered down to the players. And honestly, I was just overwhelmed to meet these guys. I mean, it's actually now my cover photo on Facebook. So those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, it was just the most amazing thing. And I had the Spurs scarf and everything. I had a Spurs shirt on, and and they talked about John White, and they said how basically, when John White died, it was just because they were like, John White died, and Dave Blanchflower broke his leg, and basically Liverpool came up from that. But they said John White was just the most amazing player, and he was like Luka Modric plus goals basically. The guy could just ghost into anywhere for a pass, for a goal, for an assist. The guy was just amazing. Probably one of the best players we've ever had. And if those of you get the chance, definitely read Mike Donovan's 50 Greatest Matches, and I signed it for a mate of mine, Dom. Another mate of mine, Deb's got her book. And the reason I have to put those pictures up is because unfortunately I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, Debs, thank you so much, so much." That he actually managed to get onto her husband. The guy she's got a present for, a really good guy called Mick. Hey Mick. He actually, so he had her stuff. I can find these pictures up, and they're most amazing. They honestly, I've got a shitty camera phone. No one knew how to use it, and it was terrible. We took so many pictures, they just didn't know how to use it, but it was awesome to have that. So So anyway, let's talk about the Swansea game. I initially see all the game. Unfortunately, my Sky Plus decided not to work for me, and so I was able to. So by the time I got home, I already knew the result. So I saw some of the match today. I think they were kind of harsh. I thought we played very well, not brilliantly. I don't think Swansea really offered that much. I don't know. It's as if I don't think they're parking the bus, but then this is a very dangerous side. This side has beaten Arsenal. I think having lost 4-3 to Norwich, I think that really shook them up a little bit. Psychologically, they weren't that. They weren't willing to play that expansive passing game. And but I think we struggled a bit as well because we had more shots on target, and we forced them a couple of saves. But do you know what? For me personally, I still think we need that lock picker that can because we just haven't got that incisive pass yet. I think Dembele is excellent. And Sandro, there was a moment where he plays in Walker, absolutely beautiful pass over, just gets the ball, carries it, yeah, like Davies-like, is the best way I can put it. And so I think we're getting there, and you can see what he's looking for, but it just takes a bit of time. I thought, I thought Ali played alright. He did. Hopefully, I'm not sure. He said he looks like he was injured. He might be playing tomorrow. I'm hoping he'll be fit. If not, definitely for the Aston Villa game. And because obviously JD's on a yellow card, so fingers crossed that he doesn't get any booked, and all's working really well. But yeah, and I thought Vertonghen played well. I thought Gallas, everything all played well. But for me, my man of the match was actually Neil. Was it Neil Williams or Williams? Ashley Williams, whoever, that Welsh guy that plays at centre half for Swansea. I thought he put some really important blocks in, really kept them in the game, and I just thought that, and I'm not going to talk about the Me Too Loris incident. That's referee just not blowing the whistle quick enough, and that's just what it is. But I think they are a stubborn side. This same game that if it wasn't for that Vertonghen goal, we would have struggled to really beat them. Because they just really were. I don't say they're sharp shot, but there was a moment that they were like outnumbered us by about 2-1 or something. I just felt that we really struggled to pick the lock a little bit, and I think it's vice versa. But that's something that hopefully we'll talk about next week. Going to talk about the Stoke game. The way I set up will be Hugo Lloris in goal. I would actually look to bring back Corker and play Vertonghen at left back. I thought Norton did a decent enough job at left back, but with the aerial threat that Stoke going to play, you want to have at least a couple of tall centre halves. I'd actually bring back Dawson just in case. I actually like to have Dawson and Corker, but I just think realistically, people say, "Oh, Dawson's not no pace," but if he's marking Peter Crouch, that works fine with me. Dawson, Corker, Vertonghen, because it's been a very busy thing, and not anything that Gallas did wrong. I just think we've got like, what was it, 4 games in about 8 days or something, or something. Sorry, 3 games in about 8 days or something. So we need to rotate our squad, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm just thinking, that Kyle Walker or Kyle Norton, just I think rotation wise. But I think I'll still Kyle Walker there. In 3, I don't know if Scotty Parker's fully fit. I really don't know, and I don't know if Gareth Bale's fully fit. If Gareth Bale is fit, then I'll have him and as outside of Defoe. Possibly, I'm not too sure. I mean, I think having Parker and Sandro will be too defensive, and then you've got Dembele. I do still think the best position is actually playing from the middle and then carrying it forward. That's what he's very, very good at. And I think if he's already there in an advanced position, it kind of negates his ability, negates his greatest strength. So I like to keep him as a deep midfielder. So I'd probably have to have. So it's a tricky one, and I think Sigurdsson, play some decent passes. I should either have Sigurdsson. If we're gonna play Sigurdsson, I'd definitely play him a 4-3-3. Have him floating around a little bit. And therefore, I think he's got a good pass on him. He can play a good through ball. And I think he's got a good shot on him. I think he just hasn't not the paces of players, but I think there is quality there. So either him or Clint. I know some guys say, look, play both of them. No, I don't think you never play one or the other. I think, but either a 4-2-3 or a 4-3-3. So yeah, just wanted to recap on it was an amazing day last week meeting some of these Spurs legends, and so big thanks to Debs and Dom to helping me do that. It's just it's awesome, and honestly they thought they had to give me a Valium or something. I was so excited to meet them. Anyway, it's always great chatting to you. I'm obviously tomorrow. I don't think Carlo's going to be playing because of his sad loss of his father, and my condolences go out to him, and I'm really sorry for the guy losing his dad. We've had history of Charlie Adams, but it's football, and it happens. But you leave that after those 90 minutes, you leave that, and I don't think he's that kind of player, that kind of vicious, dirty player. And even if he is, that's in the football field. But onto that, we're all human afterwards, even the Arsenal fans. Anyhow, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a 2-1 to us. I think it'll be a very tight game. Stoke are a team, I don't call them a dirty team or a cheating team, but they're a team that can, they play within the rule book. They know they really stretch the envelope when it comes to the rule book. So I think it'll be an interesting game either way. But I think to on to us. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak to my partner in crime next Monday and Christmas Eve. So, but if I don't, then hopefully I'm gonna wish you guys a great Christmas, great New Year. I actually had to celebrate Christmas myself, you know, being Muslim. But I hope you guys have a great one, and you know, eat loads of turkey, and you know, don't eat the sprouts. Tell you this right now, I fucking hate Brussels sprouts. You know, they're vegetables, and Brussels sprouts are the most evil vegetable. I'm sorry. The only way to make Brussels sprouts is to either dump them in loads of butter or put bacon with them. I don't eat bacon, obviously, because I'm Muslim, but yeah, put something fatty with them. Otherwise, yeah, Brussels sprouts. So anyway, but yeah, have a great Christmas. Please click on the ad links as always. And for those of you guys who don't, obviously, I know the next one, I think I do, Dom will be a little bit longer. Hopefully, if Dom agrees to it. But for those of you guys who think, well, you know, I haven't got time to listen to a whole Spurs video, you know, watch the whole, you know, be at YouTube. There's really good software out there that can help you convert, you know, video to MP3. I think DVD Video Soft have this thing called the YouTube to MP3 downloader. So if you go to their website, they're really good guys, and you know, there's open source software. You know, I recommend those guys, and that way you can listen to my my dulcet London tones. Anyway, thank you for this year. It's been an amazing year. We were, I think, 3rd in the league, and then oh my god, it's always an interesting year. It's always interesting supporting Spurs, isn't it? Anyway, thank you very much for being on this journey with me, and I hope to see you in 2013. Hopefully I'll see you next week, and hopefully I'll have something for you. As always, click on the ads, and as always, come on you Spurs.